Hello and welcome to some more Forza Nutty moments. I've compiled 10 nutty clips for you today which I hope you'll all enjoy. These clips I recorded whilst I was playing Forza motorsport. Now I'm not a professional racing driver, so I'd love to see in the comments what others think about these clips. On to today's first clip, and it's here at Hakone in the GTI Spec series, and this person decides they want a little bit of contact. They even thank me for the contact. You're welcome, mate. You're very, very welcome. I guess they were just a little bit lonely and just needed a little bit of a touch there. As you can see, we've got this other car that's coming up extremely fast, and then they decide to turn left on the right-hand corner. And I get a lovely 1.7 second penalty for that. Well deserved. Well deserved. I mean, I suppose I could have completely just carried on braking and stopped. Where was I actually supposed to go realistically?
Total penalty is about 2 seconds.
Here we've got 3 cars side by side again going into a right hand corner, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. But luckily that wasn't too bad. We all managed to still kind of get away without losing too many places or getting smashed off of the track. And then I kept this last bit in just because not quite sure what happened there. I mean, his brake lights were on, but he still just carried on. Fair enough. Now clip number 3 comes from the same race, but this is on the last lap. And as we're coming along the back straight here at Road America, we end up side by side, all 3 of us. You can see there's little bits of contact being made, but not too bad, nothing too drastic at the moment. And we're coming up to the second to last corner, and you can just tell this is not going to go well, and something's going to go bad. And the car on the left ends up going off onto the grass there, as you can see, and they end up ghosting. Luckily, the car behind basically stayed behind, and I luckily managed to get in front, managed to finish 4th in this race. And everyone's saying sorry and thanks and all that kind of stuff. I'm happy though I got through. On to clip number 4, and this clip comes from Homestead, Miami, and it's still the Golf GTI Spec series, and we're on the last lap. As you can see, I'm starting to slow down, and the reason for that is I've run out of fuel. And I tried to kind of stick to the edge of the track there so that no cars collide with me, and you can clearly see I'm going extremely slow, but obviously some people are just not looking in front, they're looking behind when they're driving, so you know, I mean, a great big purple car is pretty hard to see, I suppose. But here we go. That crash though did actually basically help me. You see, it's just managed to give me enough momentum to be able to just wheel my way with absolutely 0 fuel to the end, well, to the start of the pit lane. And luckily I could still finish the race. So for clip number 5, we've got some Mazda Beta skill here. As you can see, I've got a Mazda Beta touching me up from behind. They tend to do that. They do seem to really enjoy that. And then I've got a nice Golf GTI coming up the side. And for some reason the Golf turns left on a right-hand hairpin. Although I know why it was. As you can see, look. As we kind of approach the hairpin, it's the Mazda Beta that pits the Golf, that causes me to spin. And then you see in the distance the Mazda Beta just skip away, completely unharmed, and about their race they go. Clip number 6 is some more Mazda Beta skill. As you can see, this is from the same race. There's the Mazda Beta going, mowing some grass or whatever the hell they like to do. They've managed to get themselves lose a place just then. And then all of a sudden, watch this. Just absolutely shove the Mini straight off and just carry on about their way. Lovely Mazda Beta skill. Now in this clip I wanted to show that not everyone has to be an arsehole in Forza, and that there are some decent people out there that will help others out. Now watch the red car and the pink car up ahead as we come onto this first corner at Indianapolis in the rain. And you can see the red car pretty much just ploughed straight into that pink car, pretty much trying to spin them and pit them out. So I quickly kind of intervened a little bit and helped straighten them out and help them go about their way. Now clip number 8, I've got some fantastic Mazda driving for you here, some more Mazda skill. As you can see, here comes the Mazda from behind, coming up the side, coming up to his left hand turn, and they completely turn into me. They don't want to do like share the track. Somehow they were going to hit the apex even though I was still there. And then coming up to the next corner, this next right hander, and they pretty much do the same thing, although to be fair, the Subaru should have backed off a little bit, but they end up both wiping each other out. See you later. So here in clip number 9, coming out of the corkscrew, and the nuts part about this is the penalty system. And as you can see, I've already got a slight little penalty, and I go off of the track here very slightly, and there is no way that I've gained a huge amount of time. But I get this huge penalty. For what? I don't think I understand how the penalty system now works. Because if you notice my lap time, I'm 1 second quicker than I was the previous lap. And then I get a 1 second penalty for going off that tiny little bit. Is that how the penalty system works? Come on, please let me know in the comments if they know how the penalty system works. Now, I try to be a very fair racer, I try to be a very clean racer, I try not to get any penalties and stuff. However, sometimes, some people deserve it. Some people just need to be spun out like that. In my defence, they were basically harassing me the whole previous lap beforehand, just kept sideswiping me, blocking me, trying to pit me and stuff like that. And by the time we got to this straight, and as you can see, they're coming across to try and do the same thing, and I just had enough. And I was like, okay, no, you gotta go. I've had enough. Goodbye. See ya. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are going to hate me for that, and you're welcome to leave your comments in the section below. But I felt that was very well deserved.